Hello beautiful people, my name is Bridget and welcome back. So today is a video I've been putting off for a year. This is a video I've had the dupe for a year, but don't ever film with it apparently. So today we are doing the Lunar Beauty Life's a Drag palette from Manny MUA versus the CC Color Dope 2 palettes, which looks exactly like this one. So today we're going to be comparing these two palettes. We're going to see if this $10 palette lives up to this $45 palette that was also in BoxyCharm Premium this month, in case you have it. And yeah, I'm going to leave both these palettes linked down below. Let's go ahead and get to today's video. Alright guys, so I wanted to do this for a really long time. Obviously I've had this palette for a year. So they're both the same age, which is fantastic. So we're getting the best test of the quality. But really, I just been putting it off, keep forgetting about it, putting it off again. But since Manny was recently stolen from Makeup Revolution had the same exact compact. Makeup Revolution is known for doing dupes of things, which I don't really have too much of an issue with. Yeah, it's kind of sloppy and not creative, but some dupe palettes are so good and some things are really overpriced and I can't afford the real thing, so I like some dupes. So I don't have a problem with dupes. Makeup Revolution literally stole like the exact same notches in its compact and stuff. They said they didn't know, I don't believe it. But that really made me think of like doing this video. So today we're finally going to film this video. Again, I will leave both these palettes linked down below. $45, $10. Let's go ahead and do some swatches and then we'll get into a look trying to get the same look and see the quality between the palettes. Real quick guys, I do want to mention we are doing a neutral look today, obviously, but that is because I wanted to see if we can get the exact same thing. I figured the neutrals would be easy to start off with and see if they can get them similar because those are the more easy ones to formulate. Alright, so here is a close-up of the Life's a Drag palette from Lunar Beauty. This is what the colors look like up close. And now let's compare it to the dupe, which is the CC Color. It's available on Amazon. Dope 2 palette, the Dupe Dope palette. And then this is what the color scheme on this palette looks like on the inside. So comparing the colors beside each other, they're very similar, but I just wanted to show you an up close reference to how close these colors are. Obviously this palette's bigger, has bigger things, but even the layout and all the colors match pretty well. There's a couple that aren't spot on like the golds, but it's pretty close. Alright, starting off with the bottom row of the palette, the first swatch is Manny followed by the dupe. So the Manny black is far superior. For all these, I just did a swirl like this and rubbed up and down for the swatch. So the Manny black is like ridiculous and kind of intimidating. I would say these two are fair just because I feel like this is slightly darker, but this tone is pretty correct. These tones are off. I would say this one's more of a caramelly tone, this one's more of a true brown, but both gold shimmers look stunning. Finishing off the bottom row, the pinks are very similar, so I would say the dupe is a little more bubblegummy. The reds, fair, but reds, you know, I always say swatches aren't the true test of a palette, but they do help. And then the blues look amazing, like both blues are fantastic. This one's just slightly darker, but I don't know if you can tell on camera. Okay, our top row has a lot of light colors, so it might be hard to see. Our white is slightly brighter for Manny. This shade is slightly darker for Manny. This one is substantially darker. It looks like a whole different tone. This one's more of a taupey brown. This one's more like a sand brown. And then for the shimmers, I would argue the dupe shimmer is better. I do like the tone being more pink on the Manny one better. This peachy one though is just so smooth and very pigmented. Like, I could probably keep spreading that out, yeah. So this is the first half of the top row. Alright, last couple swatches. The purple, okay, so the yellows look fine. The purple on this dupe swatch may be better than Manny's. Just slightly, just the swatch, I don't know how it performs obviously. And then this is a shade I hate from the palette, which is called Kiki, but definitely swatches better on Manny's side. Hello, uncomfortably close. Let's go ahead and get started. I'm going to prime my eyelids with a little bit of concealer and blend it out. I have duplicates of my brushes, so I'm going to use the E38 from Sigma, and I have two E55 from Sigma. These are my go-to brushes. I usually only use two brushes in eye look, so that's what we're going to do. We're not doing a weird cut crease because there's only two shimmers in here. I'm just going to apply it with my finger for the shimmer, but we're going to see if the dupe lives up to the Manny. Okay, so we're gonna do Manny on this side and the dupe on this eye. I think that makes sense, and I'll just keep my brushes on that side of me. Let's go and get started with the Manny side. So the color we're gonna take from both palettes is the matte white, and I'm just going to set underneath my brow bone so we can blend our crease area better, but we're going to leave all this lid area unset. This is how the Manny shadow picks up on the brush. This is how the dupe picks up on the brush. It's a little more powdery, a little less stark white. Alright, both white shadows worked. This side looks brighter, I feel like, because the white's more pigmented. This one still looks pretty good. But let's move on to the next shade we're going to use. We're going to go into Sickening, which is this shade right here. This is how it picks up on the brush. And I'm just going to buff this over our crease. Just buff it out really soft all over the place. Just looking at the pans for this shade, they don't look exact. This one looks more like a camely color. The other one looks more of a pinkier base thing. This is how it picks up on the brush. I'm going to tap off the excess and just buff it out like the other one. So the shade on the eyes actually looks really similar. The dupe shade I did have to dip into more, and I don't feel like it blended out as smoothly, but honestly the color match pretty good. So let's move on to the Manny side again. For Manny's side, I'm going to take the shade Trade, which is this kind of maroon color. This is how it picked up on the brush. And I'm starting to deepen up our crease, focusing on the outer corner. This is how the dupe picked up on the brush. In the pan, I would say this shade looks darker, but not by too much. This shade, I couldn't get it there. This was just so pigmented and it's like whoosh, there. This I kept building up and up and up, and it's not at all there. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with that same brush we keep using, go into that white and just blend out the edges. I'm hoping like the shimmer can save this because I cannot get this the same darkness as this one. I'm going to try again to just keep darkening it up a little more because I want it to match. Moving on to the shimmer for our lid, the shimmer colors are decently different. I would say this is more of a green gold compared to the Manny one, and that this dupe shimmer is more of a peachier shade, and this is more of a baby pink. We're going to take the lighter pink shade on my finger and just apply it to the lid. Oh, gosh, Manny, that's so good. Now for the dupe side. Well, the color's a little peachier, but it's actually nicely pigmented. I'm going to take a little bit of our mug shade, just a little bit, and add that to our crease. I think this shade, which is the dupe for the Manny mug shade we just added to our crease, they're both decently dark shades. Obviously the Manny one is slightly darker, but I feel like this one has more of a little bit of a brown coffee tone, whereas the other one is more of just a deep, rich brown. If that makes any sense at all, it might not. Now it's time for our lower lash line. I'm going to take the shade Hunty, tap off the excess, and just brush it under our lower lash line. Alright, these shades are not quite even either. This one's slightly darker, or maybe with like dark mascara and big lashes, you won't tell the difference. But this is our eye look. It's obvious which one is more bold and bright. But anyways, I'm gonna pop on some lashes, finish up my face, and I'll be right back and we can talk about it. Alright guys, so this is the finished look. This side just looks so good. Looks so good. And this one's, it's still a cute moment, but it's a lot more subtle. It's like the darkness on the outer corner of this one just gets me. The shimmers on both look stunning though. Like there is no issues with either one of these shimmers. They look really pretty. But overall, the Manny side clearly won. But for the price point, I don't think that the dupe palette, the dupe palette was that bad. It is so muted. I really wish the red had pumped it up better. But overall, this is our finished look. Let me know what you guys think down below. If you wanted me to do a part 2 of this video testing out the color half of this palettes, please let me know. I'd certainly do it for you if you're interested in that. But I feel like with the neutrals, that's really what most people wear from the palette on a daily basis. And I feel like it's probably would be the easier ones to formulate, so they should match better, but they didn't. Anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. If you're not subscribed already, I'd greatly appreciate it if you did that. Give me a thumbs up if you like these real versus fake videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.